Hello and welcome to World in 5. It was a special day for the workers on Wednesday. ZiG Prime was on the ground to find out what this day meant for some of the workers in the country.
May 1st is International Workers' Day, a day where laborers celebrate their achievements and their rights. It is such an honor because they've earned it because of the hard work they put in each and every day. But on the day they're supposed to be relaxing, they're out here continuing with their hustle. What really could be their story?
Apa Workers Day mona tukumbogwa izike Workers Day sana ngotiregen kwani ngotengesa padiki pandogona napo ndikaona oponda vachacho mari yechingwa kana emuriwo
hayi ndiri mushandi ndiri murungu zvese saka go nhasi ndotati ndozuva rekutoshanda ndomusi wekutoita mari nekuti havana kuenda kabasa nhasi vari kuno vari kutenga haiwa bo
tamapensioners takangogara kumba saka titomboziva kuti nhasi holiday yaodichipi because tangogara tiri kumba.
Accidents at workplaces that have resulted in either death or injury to workers have become commonplace. As the world commemorates Workers' Day, more than any other time, employers may need to work hard to keep workers safe. A National Social Security Authority representative has spoken about safety in the mining industry and the need for a paradigm shift in occupational health and safety and abiding by International Labour Organization standards.
Into perspective, on average, 4,960 workers are injured and on average 60 workers are killed every year in Zimbabwe. Whilst we recognize the efforts made in ensuring reducing the occupational accidents, let's not forget that even one injury or fatality is a lot. Fatalities indicate that families are left without any breadwinner. All those who died would have left home after bidding their families farewell with the hope of returning home.
Government has warned public and private schools to desist from charging school fees exclusively in United States dollars or pegging at illegal black market rates. The warning comes after reports that some schools have pegged school fees in foreign currency with no option to pay at the prevailing Zimbabwe gold rate. Spokesperson in the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, Taonga Nandoro, said schools defying the directive will face the music.
The ministry's position has remained to be very clear since 2022, where the secretary issued a circular that all currencies are accepted under the multi-currency regime, and the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education is no exception. So schools should accept the local currency as legal tender for paying school fees. Schools may peg their school fees in foreign currency or USDs, but parents and guardians are allowed to pay with the currency of their choice. If they're going to pay with the local currency, they'll pay with the local currency using the interbank rate of the day that the transaction is made, and it is considered legal tender. Any schools that are going to start defying this directive will face the music.
The Education Ministry says it will dispatch a team to monitor the situation in various parts of the country, and schools that will be found defying the directive will face the consequences.
The schools open, the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education will conduct a blitz to see how best they can discipline any headmasters that do not follow to the directive of the ministry. And this applies both to government schools and non-governmental schools, particularly those that you call private schools. They should adhere to the policy handed out by the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, which is government policy.
A Gutu man in Zimbabwe's Masvingo province has been remanded in custody on murder charges after he allegedly murdered his colleague during a dispute in a beer hall. Itai Edson Simango was brought before the Masvingo Magistrate Court for allegedly killing Joseph Hungwe. The state alleges that the now deceased had accused the accused person of stealing from his sister's house. This did not go down well with the accused person, who allegedly picked up an empty beer bottle and stabbed the now deceased. The accused is expected back in court on the 14th of May 2024. At least 169 people in Kenya lost their lives in floods triggered by heavy rains that began to hit East African countries. The floods have also affected more than 60,000 people in the country, including those living at Nairobi's Mathare slum, one of the worst hit areas. Many residents at the low-lying slum were displaced as their houses were built along the river and inundated by floods when the rain fell. An elementary school was converted into a makeshift shelter for the displaced at the slum, and the government has sent food and other life supplies to them. The heavy rain also caused waterlogging in downtown Nairobi, resulting in travel difficulties for residents. According to Kenya's Meteorological Department, the rain is expected to last until early May.
Vile kulifanyika huko, tulikuwa mvua ilikuja, maji ikakuwa mingi, watu walikuwa wanatoroka vile wako hivyo hivyo. Hakuna mwenye aliokoa kitu. Hata tulitolewa juu ya mabati.
That's it for World at 5. Good day.